So all these things you can define your own tags followed by the values. That is a very easy thing, right? So then the other part we have is XML signature. See here, which specifies syntax for signatures and signature keys, right? So you know the same encryption algorithm can be used to sign the document. So we'll be having canonical form, means transferred to. So before doing signature we are transferring it to canonical form, right? Just it is a method. XML signature is included in the header of SOAP message. See, signature will be having signature info, signature value and key info, right? It is similar to encryption. Then canalization method with signature method and reference, like which is a transform, digest method, digest value, right? So this is a hierarchy of the signature element, right? The details about this is signature. What is signed info? Signed info contains which of the algorithm we are using for signing, right? It may be RSA, RSHA1 or MAC. Signature value contain digital signature value. It may be entire signature element. Then key info. What is a key? That is we are using for signature, right, to verify digital signature at the receiver end, right? So then we'll be having, these are the details, right? So the signature tree we are showed here. So those tree values are shown here. See here, signature is a beginning tag followed by signature info, right, followed by canalization method with signature method. What is a reference? Transforms, digest method, digest value, close this reference, right, followed by signature value, key info as well as object, right? So these are, you can specify value. This is a general method where you can specify the values for this digital XML signature. This is a value specified. So we are specifying some signature algorithm, right? XML signature, signature info, what is a canalization method use, signature method use. We are specifying some algorithm, right? See here, RSA and reference URI, what are the transfer algorithm, digest method algorithm, right? So those are the things of these called as XML signature. And one more type we have, that is called as SML, right? SAML, that is security assertion markup language. That is a one more protocol for this WS security. So what is this SML? That is security assertion markup language. So which is having XML based standard created to enable portable entities, right? The assertions identify want to make, right? So here XML we use to create a enable portable entities, right? So we return only the method to make it as markup, create a enable portable entities. We are using SAML. It defines standard message exchange to exchange a protocol messages, that is single sign-on, which is a portable trust, means user want to identify or verified in one domain can invoke services with another domain, which is having mainly three type of assertion, that is authorization, authentication as well as attributes, right? So see here, so already you are familiar with what is authentication, authorization, right? So how we can use this authentication, authorization, right? So within this SAML, which is a claim or a statement declaration of fact made by SML authority. The type of assertions are three. One is called authentication. So you know subject was authenticated by particular means at a particular time. Authorization is a granted or denied access to a specified resource. Attribute, subject is associated with supplied attribute. What are the attributes to be displayed? So this is an example, like who is an issuer and what is a signature, right? So signature is an optional, then subject and some conditions. Those are going to use as a common elements in this SAML, right? So this is a code right? So as a name says, with the issuer, subject name, conditions, all those things you can write on your own, anything, right? SAML assertion, some version with issuer, then followed by subject, conditions, right? So this is general format, right? You can use any defined tags, right? Your own defined tags. Then what exactly this SAML is? So you may want to book some online ticket, right? So that time you can create your own assertion and you can book. It is like similar to this web already whatever you are using. These are older applications, right? Other standards is WS Trust and WS Security Policy. WS Trust is the two trusted entities themselves they are authenticating. It is a simple diagram, you can understand, right? Importer and exporter, that is I and E. In between you may have an intermediator called as importer bank and exporter bank and the correspondent bank, right? So where this direct dark line shows a direct trust and direct broker trust and indirect broker trust. What it says means they may directly communicate that is a trust relationship to exchange the messages in a web, right? So or it may be with a direct broker with a single dots or dash large line says it is an indirect broker test, right? So it may importer may communicate with a importer bank to the correspondent bank and directly to the exporter, right? That is a WS security. Similarly we have WS security policy. So that WS security policy is nothing but, so all these policies enable a web service to specify security tokens. So it will accept for authentication and access control. Okay. So that is the policies regarding authentication laid out by relevant entities, right? So it may be importer or local bank, etc. So that is what showed here. That is other protocols called WS Trust as well as the web security policy. So where you will be seeing the importer exporter, right? So it may be communicated directly through this importer bank, correspondent bank and exporter bank. They can't directly communicate. That is what the security protocols we are going to provide. So we'll be having one compulsory question on this. That is a web service, web security services. So the protocol mainly is XML followed by SOAP and you will be having WS security, right? That is a protocol with the token types followed by XML signature as well as XML authentication. Okay, so this is the part called as the module 4, right? The fifth chapter of module 4, right? So we discussed here what is called as one is IEEE 802. Wireless LAN securities, virus, worms and other malwares, firewalls, intrusion prevention and detection, and WS web service security. These are the 5 chapters of module 4. Completes module 4. Okay. Thank you.